I'm interested in you saying that you are processing what's there. You know, one of the strange things I have found is people not able to comprehend that right in their garden there's something to be harvested. We are harvesting our hydrocarbons from sunlight that fell on the earth all that way back. But when you tell people they could actually be harvesting sunlight right off their gardens when they mow their lawn and when they're pruning their trees, they look at you completely dumbfounded and don't realize that there's this energy sitting right in their gardens which can be turned into incredible use for that particular householder,
But if we look
or
at
for that farm, or for that plot. And they don't understand that you're actually harvesting sunlight.
Well, if you consider what sustainability truly is about, it's been very commoditized.
Absolutely.
The whole movement's it's rancid. It's as bad as organic or even permaculture falls into it. They've all just been neatly packaged, and out there. There's still control factors in it. And really, I think sustainability is about the relationship one has with oneself, with one's immediate environment, and how one interacts with that. And to do it in a positive way. Unfortunately, if you look at our education systems and how it's conditioned the mind to be very consumptive, if you look at, for example, a simple thing like NPK ratios, there's no scientific backup to prove that there's anything to it besides the fact that somebody's selling it. And you'll find that same company who's selling it is supporting the so-called soil science university division and giving you a degree to keep that treadmill going. The soil itself is, if you look at these big fertilizer companies, they basically, their attitude is we will handle anything that nature can throw at us. And that is a terrifying statement, but that's their catchline. And what I found is that what's basically happened is that the soil's gone to sleep.
Well, it's been commoditized, hasn't it?
Soil? No, soil's asleep. Soil, we don't use it anymore.
But the big everything about soil has only been looked at by the big companies as some sort of a vehicle which they can pour stuff into.
Well, they pour through it now.
Through it now. They haven't actually figured out that the soil is the fundamental of the whole aspect.
That's where it all happens.
It's been commoditized. It's actually been taken out of the equation of the commodity. So you can grow it in vermiculite, and we'll still have a plant that you can eat. But they forget of everything that goes in the soil chemistry that has to build up.
Correct.
And get to the plant to have a healthy plant.
Right. In turn, us to have a healthy existence. I mean, our right to forage has completely been taken away now and commoditized. We don't even eat food anymore; it's some byproduct. And I think just to focus on what you're saying there is basically the plant and soil. The relationship is purely just to hold it upright now. And the tests that I do up in the Northwest Province, basically 4% of the chemicals that the guys are applying are actually absorbed into the high levels. It's so anaerobic right now as well. The soil has become so anaerobic. The compaction through the ploughing, constantly ploughing, the releasing of the gases. All these things have a huge role to play in where we are now. And the answer from the big fertilizer companies, who are very much hand in hand with government, as it was a pillar of the apartheid government, chemical fertilizer, nothing's changed. It's still exactly the same. The mentality is still there. Nothing's changed. And besides the fact that they're just using more and more now, because it's not staying in the top levels.